answer guaranteed by Wayne. Fantastic atmosphere in Wolverhampton. It's showtime.
Smart planet. We're going to rock civilization. Really strong enough?
Are you ready for this, Wolverhampton? So are we. A very warm welcome. This is the Singapore Grand Slam of Dance, brought to you by the Professional Dance Corporation and coming to you live on Sky Sports from the Civic Hall, Wolverhampton! For the final stages, let's meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, the former World Youth Champion, the bully boy, Michael Smith! Gentlemen, here he is, the two-time back-to-back champion of the world,
Which way is this one going to go? At Sky Sports to our Twitter account, let us know. Prediction time, 1st to 16 at this stage of the competition. Let us know the two results, Michael Smith against Adrian Lewis and Michael Van Gerwen against Kim Huybrechts, just for a bit of fun. The Bully Boy against Jack Pot, commentators Nigel Pearson and Wayne Mardle.
Thanks very much, Dave. Phil Taylor and Raymond van Barneveld are already in the semi-finals. Who will join them? Will it be that man, Michael Smith, or Adrian Lewis? And in the other semi-final we have Michael Van Gerwen versus Kim Huybrechts. Tonight really should be as speedy as you've seen in this year's Grand Slam. Both these players are rapid. The quicker you throw against Michael Smith, the better he gets. Dave Chisnall didn't hang around and he averaged 104 against him. The doubling from Michael has been decent, but the doubling statistics from Adrian Lewis are the reason why he's still in, because he out-doubled Peter Wright to some extent, and a tournament percentage of 58. If he produces that again, I believe he wins.
Well, Adrian Lewis made reference to the fact that they met in the group and Michael Smith won 5-3, but shorter format, 1st to 16 tonight in this quarter-final tie. And as Wayne mentioned, the second round game between Smith and Chisnall was something special. 10-7 Michael Smith won that one. But it really was a quality contest. Adrian averaging 104 to put out Peter Wright. So some quality performances in the last 16. And they won't hang about here. It's going to be something special to watch.
Treble for 92. A finish of 170 in the first leg for Adrian Lewis. Well, this man really can throw with some pace and accuracy. Should be a good one.
Yes, and in the game with Chisnall, Chizzy wasn't even much below his best. He made one or two errors at the double, but his scoring was superb. But you're quite right, Wayne, it's almost as though the quicker Chizzy got on with it, it just encouraged Michael Smith to play his normal game as well. Now, 14 for tops for Lewis for a hold of throw. One dart at tops and he gets it. Pressure on there. First leg of the game. Lewis holds it nicely with a 1-1-4.
Well, that'll do wonders for the confidence. And it also lets your opponent know, hold on, he's playing well here. You come out hitting ton-plus finishes. And Michael had done a little wrong. He'd set up a shot, double 18. Quarter-finalist last year, Michael Smith, but it wasn't ranked then, so believe it or not, the world number 8 is what he is. He's never reached, up until today, a quarter-final of a major ranked tournament. Incredible to think. That's how relentless he's been on the Pro Tour.
Yeah, and on the head-to-heads though, Smith has won 4 of the last 5 against Lewis. When it comes to the head-to-head, nothing in it. But this is a chance now for Lewis to get a grip on this second leg.
What a cracking second dart.
140.
Michael Smith has only played over this format once, and that is in this round. As we see, the first 180, that is in this round last year to Phil Taylor. 11 or treble. Double 14 for another ton plus.
Now then, 42 for Smith. Wow, decent marker for tops. Levels it at 1 apiece. Yes, he lost 16-3 to Phil, didn't he, at this stage last year? It was 3 apiece that match as well, I recall.
Yeah, Michael capitulated. He more or less gave up. He was basically a non-trier. But he's put those days behind him. He's looked more focused this year, as in for the whole year. Gary Anderson, who's his mentor and manager, there's no doubt, picked him up by the scruff of the neck and said, "Oi, pal, you don't do that."
Two legs down, 106 average for Smith, 104 for Lewis. Still early days to be talking about 3-dart averages, I suppose, but they've just slipped in this leg. First 2 legs Lewis has played nicely, but struggling to get a treble on this one.
Well, Adrian struggled to hold his throw in the first leg, didn't he? And it's looking like, well, he's an odds-on shot to be broken here, that's for sure. And a worrying stat for Adrian Lewis fans, 51, is that he's only held his throw 50% of the time. That should be nearer 80. That is a real poor return for throwing first.
Yeah, and it's his doubles that have kept him in, really, isn't it, Wayne? His finishing has been excellent in the tournament. Tops he needs now for a break-up throw.
24.
Now, this is something special. Can this man do it? It's not going to happen now, so you have to fancy Michael Smith for a 2-1 lead and a break-up throw, the first break of the match early on here.
Michael will require 40.
Too many poor visits for a break.
Game shown a third leg.
Good at double tops is Michael, and excellent at double tens, which is it's a bit like the James Wade situation. When he misses one, you can't see him missing the next, and it's a good knowledge to have about your own game.
Well, if he goes on a roll like he did against Chizzy, then Adrian will have it all to do to keep up with him. It's very early days, of course, Lewis's average has dropped appreciably after that poor third leg where he was struggling for trebles. Look at this from Smith though. 14 180s in the tournament, Lewis's 12. But he's just dipped below his best here, Lewis, and it's early enough to bounce back, of course.
Yeah, the first darts from Adrian are not going above the 60 or in it, and once he's below,
85.
he's having to switch away, and he's finding it all a bit testing at the moment. Frowning away,
59.
not happy, is he?
Michael, you require 140.
It's amazing how it's changed after his first two legs, which were superb.
100.
Left the ton, hit the ton to lead 41. And Lewis not even on a finish, so
100.
Michael Smith for a 3-1 lead.
Took out 42 in the previous leg. Sorry, in the second leg. Can he take out double 10? He likes it around this area of the board.
21.
It's going to be back anyway. Lewis didn't leave a finish. Smith thought it was in there, didn't he, with that second dart? On his way to collect it. Double 10 now for 3-1.
Yeah, sometimes you let go and you think that's in. Double 5. Double 5.
10 score.
Those were woeful. He will not like that at all, especially if he gets pinched off him. Double 10. Oh, the darting drama already. For Lewis to have won that, what that could have done psychologically would have given him such a lift.
This isn't simple, is it? Double 2. Oh, brilliant. Well, it was hard work that leg. Lewis had a chance, wasn't able to take it. 3-1 Michael Smith leads, but it's a little bit scrappy. Little bit scrappy way.
39.
Michael Smith was always in control of that leg, and Adrian really, he was lucky to get a shot for it. But in missing it, he now feels even worse. He now feels it should be 2-2 when really, let's be honest, the right score is 3-1. That Adrian will not feel like that.
Smith beat Wayne Jones in his first group game. Then he beat Lewis, then he beat Andy Fordham 5-2. Top the group, 3 straight wins. And that super win against Dave Chisnell, averaging 104.5. This is more like it from Adrian. First 180 of the game from Jackpot. And he's on a tiny finish at 42 already.
Yeah, it's quite a big leg for AD as well. Losing the first session 4-1. It's not a disaster, but it's not ideal, is it? For 3-2, double 16. And indeed it is. Michael Smith wins that mini session at 5 legs by 3 legs to 2. And no doubt playing better than Adrian. Few missed doubles, but he leads 3-2. It's a long way to go. Join us after the break. This has got the makings of a cracker.